Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Inside Gaming Daily for Friday. Patrick? Brian, you wanna?
No,
you take it, buddy. We need a Connor one.
Yeah!
Yes!
8 out of 10.
I really liked it. I thought you did a great job.
You know, sometimes people think it's a yeah, but it's actually a yes.
So anyway, happy Friday. Let's talk once again about the PS5. It's coming up. It's coming soon. Sony announced today that they're finally going to show off some games for the next-gen console next week.
Oh, and they're telling the developers they better get on board with the PS5 and fast, because Sony has apparently let PlayStation 4 developers know that their games better also run on the PS5 starting very soon, or else they won't be able to make the game, I guess.
Yeah.
This comes from Eurogamer, who found documentation from Sony telling devs that all new PS4 games submitted for certification must also be compatible with PlayStation 5 starting on July 13th, which is less than 2 months away.
That's my birthday!
Is your birthday the 13th?
No, it's not.
Mine is the
It's
15th.
in June. Oh, nice.
A coward's birthday.
No, I'm a Cancer.
It's a sign that Sony is getting...
Sorry, Autumn's writing that we should say happy birthday to her.
It's your birthday, Autumn?
And birthday's tomorrow. Oh, it's tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Oh, well,
Okay.
off.
I'm sorry, we don't do a daily on Saturday. See if Brian can do something in the roundup.
Too late. Already recorded.
Sorry. Also a coward's birthday. It's a sign that Sony is getting real serious about their next generation console, which is still due out this holiday season, despite Sony having some behind-the-scenes troubles keeping costs down.
But yeah, Eurogamer got a hold of some internal documentation for Sony developers. It now includes a new option that developers have to check. You have to check this box saying that your game has been tested for compatibility with PS5 hardware. And according to Sony, a game is considered compatible with the PS5 only if its submission code runs without issues. That makes sense. But it also has to have the same features on the PS5 as it does on the PS4. So it's the new normal now. It's got to be a cross-gen game.
I mean, that's assuming all PS4 games work on the PS4, which
Oh.
is aiming high. As for updates, Sony said that any new patches or remasters, kind of like a pirate, they were patches, but it's of a different type. Sony said that any new patches or remasters of all games submitted after that July 13th date must be compatible with the PS5. As far as earlier games, that PS5 compatibility isn't required, but they strongly recommend it.
If your game has a 5-minute loading time on the PS4, it's got to have that on the PS5 too.
That's right. Would this apply to a game like Ghost of Tsushima, which releases July 17th? No, because it was probably submitted for certification well before that July 13th date. I don't think they're submitting 3 days before release, but considering how high profile the game is, Sony probably will make it available on the PS5 too as a cross-gen game.
4 days before. Hey, is it okay if we release this?
2 weeks after release, they release a tweet. We're happy to say we've gone gold.
But yeah, this story raises the issue of backwards compatibility, obviously, shaping up as a key issue in this upcoming generation. Microsoft, of course, has led the way. Backwards compatibility, one of the best features of the Xbox One, and they've already got some pretty extensive plans for their next-gen console, the Xbox Series X.
Earlier this week, Microsoft said that thousands of old games will be playable on the Xbox Series X, and they'll be able to take advantage of the console's improved hardware, so they'll look all nice and pretty. Thank goodness we'll be able to ray trace our Slime Ranchers.
Brute Force 4K remake. In a post, Jason Ronald, director of program management for the new console, wrote, "As gamers, we also know how important it is to preserve and respect our gaming legacies. Your favorite games and franchises, your progression and achievements, and the friendships and communities you create through gaming should all move with you across generations."
Kids, your dad started a gaming legacy that you are required to carry on. Jason Ronald, don't call me Ronald McDonald, added that by the time we launch this holiday, the team will have spent well over 200,000 hours ensuring your game library is ready for you to jump in immediately. Okay, I guess that's a lot, but I can't put that in perspective. It's a lot of hours. I haven't spent 200,000 hours doing anything.
That's why you're not a master.
Malcolm Gladwell would be pissed at me. He should have spent 10,000 hours learning how to do a decent podcast.
Holy
Come at me, Gladwell.
Holy f***. Microsoft has also unveiled a new program called Smart Delivery, meaning that if you buy a game, you'll be able to play the best version on whatever Xbox console you own.
I mean, that is a smart pro-consumer move, and it's also a recognition that people have a lot more expectations for a new console in 2020. Yeah, there really aren't like excuses anymore for not having backwards compatibility.
You might be too young to know this, but let me give you a history lesson. Back in the day, new consoles didn't start out with a lot of new games. You might have bought one or two with all your Christmas money, and then your old games just had to live with your old consoles, probably under your bed collecting dust. I mean, my gaming legacy was sold at a garage sale by my mom when I was in college.
What did your mom sell at a yard sale, Brian?
My NES and a bunch of games. Yeah. I think she did it with approval, but like looking back, I'm like, damn, was that $20 I got really worth it?
Like in the Odyssey, you were chained to the mast. No! But beforehand you'd said, whatever I say, sell that Nintendo Entertainment System.
I probably just needed the $20 for like beer money or something.
Yeah,
like
for
I could go to Whataburger.
Beer is so cool.
Especially in college.
Yeah,
like
man.
every day was a quest to acquire beer.
And when you got it, you're like, yeah, the champagne of beers in my refrigerator.
Nowadays, players, they have higher expectations. It's not like us Gen Xers. The kids these days expect to be able to carry their catalog of old games with them. Like if you bought a new PC, you'd of course expect to take your Steam library with you and not just buy a bunch of new games every time you upgrade your hardware. Unless you're Nintendo, they're more than happy to sell you The Legend of Zelda 20 times.
And like we said, Microsoft has led the way on backwards compatibility. Sony, not so much. Some people online took this latest story as proof that the PlayStation 5 would only support PS4 games that were released after July 13th.
Nani? Is it true?
So, maybe. We don't know. But before we talk about that whole situation, we got some steaks we want to put into your mouth for Father's Day. It's Omaha Steaks. Put a steak in your father's mouth.
You know, Father's Day is coming up, so why don't you give Dad the perfect gift that he really wants? No, it's not another novelty dog calendar. It's perfectly aged tender steaks. Omaha Steaks will deliver the world's best steaks and a huge variety of other favorites directly to your dad's door. Right now, Omaha Steaks is offering our viewers access to a variety of amazing packages that are perfect to send Dad for Father's Day. Go to omahasteaks.com and enter the code INSIDE into the search bar. You'll see all of the great options available, many that include free shipping and a free 1-pound package of their perfectly cured, incredibly thick applewood smoked steak cut bacon. There are many packages available that are perfect for Dad, and they are all ready to be shipped straight to his door in time for Father's Day. Omaha Steaks has a variety of Father's Day packages that include world-famous Omaha Steaks, naturally aged at least 21 days for tenderness and hand-carved to perfection. Burgers, franks, sausages, and other favorites, perfect for grilling, a summer favorite. Premium poultry and pork, cut by Omaha Steaks butchers and individually sealed for freshness and flavor. Tasty and easy-to-make side dishes, no-work one-step family meals, and artisan desserts, and much, much more. Right now, Father's Day packages are ready to order and ready to ship, and many include free shipping and a free pound of steak-cut bacon. Omaha Steaks delivers guaranteed quality and safety with every order, so send Dad a gift of food he'll love this year. Visit omahasteaks.com and type INSIDE in the search bar to shop for Father's Day today.
So, is the PS5 only supporting post-July 13th launch PS4 games? No, it's not. We saw psych. It's they're gonna have more than that. Sony actually said that more than 4,000 games will be supported by PS5 backwards compatibility, and that most of the 100 most played PS4 games will be playable at launch. A lot of qualified statements there. They obviously probably legally can't just come out and say, yeah, they're all backwards compatible, but they're trying to be like, yeah, 3/4 of the top 20 games will be available.
In March, Sony talked a little more about the issue, saying, we're expecting backwards compatible titles will run at a boosted frequency on PS5 so that they can benefit from higher or more stable frame rates and potentially higher resolutions. We're currently evaluating games on a title-by-title basis to spot any issues that need adjustments from the original software developers.
But as of right now, it seems like backwards compatibility on the PS5 won't be as robust as the Xbox Series X. Meanwhile, it does look like next week will be a big one for Sony. We've been seeing reports that we could be getting some kind of new event for the PS5 as early as next week.
And just this morning, breaking news, PlayStation confirmed, yes, it's happening. They're going to finally show off some PlayStation 5 games next Thursday, June 4th.
It better not just be all PS4 ports.
What if it's the same games as the Xbox Games event?
They just slapped Sony logos on.
Yeah, you can still see the Xbox Series X logo underneath it.
That would be hilarious.
That would be so funny.
So funny.
Sony Interactive Entertainment's president and CEO Jim Ryan wrote in a blog post that the digital showcase will be a bit more than an hour, and it'll give us a first look at the PS5's games.
He wrote, the games coming to PS5 represent the best in the industry from innovative studios that span the globe. Studios, both larger and smaller, those newer and those more established, all have been hard at work developing games that will showcase the potential of the hardware. This is the kind of lame thing you have to write when you're a CEO and everybody's like, oh, what a loser. But then, like, that guy probably owns a yacht or something. You know, like, he probably has 4 houses.
Yeah, but does he have a space program?
Whoa! Oh. Did he get some weird Canadian singer pregnant? No, I don't think so.
Oh, well, I saw the worst f***ing tweet. It was like...
It was at twitter.com/handsomemaster2. Whoa!
No, it was like, what if Cyberpunk released on the same date as the SpaceX launch?
Oh, God.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
I feel bad for the tech reporters that have to cover Elon like he's a real person.
Yes.
And not just some f***ing idiot.
Just this billionaire who's high every single waking minute of the day, and you've got to cover him like the president.
Hitting shit, driving out of Nobu on his fucking stupid truck. But anyway, maybe we'll finally see what the goddamn thing looks like.
Bunt cake.
I want just like a round one.
Like a Roomba or something?
Yes.
I want it to look like a giant CD. Very reflective so that at 3 p.m. every afternoon it shines right in your face. You guys are y'all don't know what CDs are.
Is that like some kind of SanDisk predecessor?
I absolutely was a CD person.
That's true. I mean, you have seen these nuts, so.
Nobody has
Boom!
You kind of had to impose on that one and call an audible.
I know.
Get that one across the plane.
I felt so attacked that I walked right into it blindly. I had a fucking Discman for 10 years.
We've had a lot of fun, but the bigger question is, will the PS5 really launch this year? We've also heard that Microsoft is planning to wait for Sony to announce the PS5's cost and then just immediately undercut it and say, ours is $50 cheaper.
Well, Jim Ryan recently talked to GamesIndustry.biz and confirmed that, yes, the PS5 is going to come out this holiday season. He talked about how the company, like everyone else, has had to deal with the challenges of the worldwide pandemic, but he said that things are still on track and that Sony is now principally occupied with getting ready for PS5.
He also added that we are going to launch this holiday and we're going to launch globally. We're really looking forward to it and it's going to be a blast.
It's not going to be a blast for them.
I mean,
if you work at Sony, it's not going to be a blast. It's going to be crunch wall to wall.
Jim Ryan, Amazon Prime's Jim Ryan, reiterated that the PS5 would launch in holiday 2020.
Yeah, but according to a new Bloomberg report, while it might actually launch this holiday season, Sony plans to produce far fewer units of its upcoming PlayStation 5 in its first year than it did for the launch of PS4.
Yeah, Sony's apparently told partners that it'll make 5 to 6